Dear plant lovers, welcome to episode 3 of Nongnooch Tropical Garden. This episode deep dives into the fascinating world of palm and cycads. We are in luck because our host Mr. Anders is a renowned expert for the cycads. Let's begin. Deep in the Seychelles grow a palm unlike any other, Lodoicea maldivica, better known as Coco de Mer. It produces the largest and heaviest seed in the plant kingdom, shaped strikingly like a human pelvis. Some say it's nature's most suggestive masterpiece. These ancient palms take decades to mature, and their seeds can weigh over 25 kilograms. For centuries, the nuts washed up on distant shores, fueling myths of underwater trees and forbidden fruit. But today, the real story is one of conservation. Coco de Mer is highly endangered, threatened by habitat loss and illegal seed collection. Found only on 2 islands, it is now protected by strict laws, with each nut tagged and tracked by the government. It's actually quite beautiful, the leaves.
Yeah, so they're quite new.
So it's funny, the seed is actually just hanging there and it sprouted the plant. You would leave it there for...
You have to leave it there because it still gets the juice from the seed. So if you look at this seed here, so the 10 of June, 6/6, I don't know what is now. Is it 6/8 now or 6/7? I don't know what
the ties have their own.
Yeah, they have their own thing. Yeah,
it'll be on the screen. And do they shrink over time because
No, the seeds are rock hard. They don't shrink. But what you saw was the fruit. So it has the husk.
Okay.
Surrounding the seed.
Yeah.
So the fruit is like that.
Okay.
And then it's husk. So you have to take the husk off like a coconut.
Yeah.
And then this is the actual seed, which is hidden within the fruit.
So it is the world's largest seed and fruit. Arguably, or I don't know, would you say?
Well, no, it's not the largest fruit. I think even jackfruit can be bigger.
I see.
But the seed is the largest seed.
Okay, heaviest maybe.
Yes. There is not that much husk. It's just a seed inside.
Yeah.
Sometimes when the plant is old and healthy, there is more than one seed within one fruit.
Wow.
So there could be 2-3 seeds. We had 2 or 3 seeds in each fruit. Mm-hmm. But I seen in the Seychelles there is up to 7 seeds in one fruit. So the double coconut, the oldest plant we have at the garden is planted in the shade further up in the palm garden. It's taller than this, but it's older than this. Now what we have learned since is that the plants actually grow much better in full sun than in the shade. So we planted this, as you can see actually the Thai princess planted it on the 5th of March 1999.
Oh my God.
And they only had 2 or 3 leaves at a time. Mm. So that's the age of this one.
Yeah.
But it's very strong and healthy because it's in full sun. The fruits here that are more round than flat,
okay,
those are the ones that probably have more than one seed in it.
And it's funny that you give them actually seeds. You made steel...
right, because we did have problem with that they actually broke off.
Oh my God.
They last for 7 years.
Yeah, these are very VIP plants.
Yes, so you see we have made a ladder to climb up.
Yeah.
So here's some really round ones here.
Oh my gosh.
If you look at it, now you got a sun in there.
Oh yeah.
Here, if you look at the one here,
yeah.
If you back off a little bit here, it's nice.
That one, right?
Yeah. So that's definitely more than one seed in that fruit.
Oh my gosh. And is there do they have like water in there, like coconut, or is it fleshy in there?
There is almost no water at all.
Oh.
There's just flesh.
Okay.
And the flesh doesn't taste very good. So what happened is some of them broke off. That's why we have steel to hold them up now. They broke off before they were ripe.
Yeah.
So they were too young to germinate, so we actually cut them open to taste them and see what they look like inside. And then we learned that there was no water, very little water, and very poor taste.
Okay. But edible somehow.
Oh, it's edible. I mean, it's not poisonous. Anything, you can eat anything, at least once.
This building is very peculiar as well. your the architecture here.
Right. So we had the big Dipterocarpus tree was there before the garden, and then we built a structure around it. So you see the tree.
Yeah, the tree that goes over.
Trees in the middle. It's a house plant.
Oh my gosh.
It's a house tree.
Say that again, the name?
Dipterocarpus alatus.
Okay.
So it's a native tree from here.
Yeah.
So it was never planted. It was here before the garden.
Yeah.
And some of them have blown over, struck by lightning and stuff. So we built this structure to save it.
Oh, wow.
So it didn't gonna be blown over.
So the building is there for two functions: one to serve us, one is to serve it.
To make sure the tree doesn't get blown over. Because if it was a forest, there was other tree that will take the wind.
Yeah.
But now when there's only one tree left, then there's actually one tree down there.
It's cool that you have all these walkways around the park. I guess there's two ways to enjoy the park.
Exactly, from a different view, and it gives you a different angle of each garden.
I see.
So you get the ground level, and you get a bird eye view from the same garden. So these are the more rainforest shade palms. We have overhead misting. We have irrigation system to keep them well watered. So these are palms from tropical area, Southeast Asia, Central Africa, and South America, of course.
Yeah.
A lot from Indonesia, from Papua New Guinea, Philippines, and of course the palms from Thailand. So Nongnooch has the world's largest collection of palms in number of species.
Wow.
And
Do you know on the top of your head how many?
I think it was 1,847 or something.
Oh my gosh, for both tropical and desert palm.
Right, so we are limited to palms. There's a large number of palms that we cannot grow actually, because it's too hot.
I see.
If we would have an air condition, of course, we could get those as well. But there is a lot of tropical palms that we can grow that other gardens struggle with because they don't have hot enough. So the Cycad collection is a lot of weeds here, probably.
Yeah.
So they're grouped after the genera. So we have these are Cycas from Asia and Australia.
Now, is it one species per row?
No, there's 3 species per row here. So we have almost every described species of cycads in the world.
Oh, is this because of hobby, interest, passion, or is it because it's the right growing conditions here? What is the?
Well, I always had an interest for cycads. So I've been working and describing a lot of these species. I have actually described by myself.
I see.
And I've been collecting scientific samples, and now we're doing molecular work on the cycad. These are Dioon, genus Dioon, which is mostly from Mexico, and one species from Honduras.
I guess the edule is the most common ones.
Yes, Dioon edule is probably one of the most common cultivated. But they grow in Mexico in different populations, and they're actually slightly different. So this one is from Rio Verde, which is have a bit of a folded leaflet like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you can see how they sort of twisting a bit. Then this is a more of a dwarf form from Valle, also in Veracruz. So it doesn't grow much bigger, it's more compact.
Okay.
And then we have other species here. This is from Chavarillo.
Oh my God,
But this is a large thing that grows several meters of stem.
Nice.
And you can see even now it's quite bushy. And here is my favorite. This is edule from Palmasola.
Okay.
Palmasola in Veracruz. So these grow right by the beach, in the beach sand, in the sand dunes right by the beach. Beautiful locality. Very nice, compact, lots of leaves. Very attractive thing. These are from Hakala. They usually have the yellow-orange rakeys in the middle.
Yeah.
which is sort of the standout. It's quite a large form as well.
Is it just me, or some of them grow more like beautiful and rosette, and some of them are a little bit more unruly?
Yes, yes.
Like that one there is very wavy.
Yeah, some of them are really weedy, yes.
Yeah.
So Dioon californoi, which has very, very hard plastic leaf that is slightly keeled, like a V shape like this. So if you look at it, it's a nice keel and very, very stiff leaflets. So this is one of my favorite of the Dioons.
Now, just looking at this, can we concur that they do put off offset from the side, or is this seeds that?
No, these are offsets. And what we see here at Nongnooch here in Thailand is that some of these probably get heat stressed. We see it on the genus Encephalartos from South Africa. Most of the species from South Africa, it's quite cool in the winter in South Africa, but hot in the summer. But here it's constantly hot. So we see a large amount of sucker divisions that you don't see in the wild.
Ah, I see.
So this is more an artifact of the climate they grow in.
Environmental stress,
Yes.
maybe. Yeah,
So-
they pop beautifully.
Yeah, but in the wild they do pop, but not as prolific as they do here. So these are Merle. If you see, these are flat. They're not keeled at all,
Okay.
and they have a bit of a hair.
Yeah, underneath, I thought that's
Yeah.
thorns.
Yeah, there are thorns as well, but also hair.
I see.
And yeah, this is also a very attractive species. This group of plants, but the Latin or scientific name for them separate them into different genera. So Cycas with the S, that's Cycas is one genus of Cycads, which is the English word. So you have Cycas, which is from Asia, with one outlayer in Madagascar, and then you have Encephalartos, which is only grows in Africa. You also have Stangeria with one species from South Africa. Then Australia has the genus Cycas as well, but also Macrosamia, Lepidosamia, Bovenia, that only grows in Australia. In the Americas, in Mexico, you have Dioon, Ceratosamia, and Zamia. Zamia is the only genus that spreads all the way into South America, all the way down to Bolivia, while Ceratosamia and Dioon stops in Honduras, so they don't go further south. But this is the genus Cycas. This is a species from Vietnam that I collected almost 30 years ago. And at the time I was not as familiar with the different species as I am today. But I sent this to the expert at the time, Ken Hill from Sydney Botanical Garden, and the Vietnamese botanist. And they conclude that this was a new species. And they actually named it after me, Cycas lindströmi.
Nice.
So the joke is it's one of the smallest with the fattest stem.
Oh.
So that's why it was named after me.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Is this tropical or?
South Vietnam, from Ho Chi Minh,
Okay.
around Ho Chi Minh, well, outside of Ho Chi Minh, yeah.
Interesting.
So it's it's quite tropical. It's not from the northern part. So they grow very well here.
Oh, yeah.
This is a female plant.
Okay.
And she's coming into coning now. So a lot of hair tomentum on the top.
Yeah.
So this is Cycas canciniana from Queensland in Australia.
I see.
And it's doing quite well in Thailand. People growing them quite prolific. The thing is, it usually have very blue leaflets, but with the rain we have here, the wax coating that give it the blue color washes off, so you don't really see the blue as much. So She's coming into cone now.
Do they come into cone many times in a lifetime or just once?
Once a year.
Ah.
But here, if you look at these, here, these are the blue ones. This is the same. Okay. So these are the new flush that come since the rain stopped.
Yeah.
So this is Cycas canciniana, which is one of the bluish one from Australia.
Actually, quite beautiful colors on these.
Yeah.
Native to the steep cliffs of Limpopo, South Africa, fewer than 100 mature individuals remain in the wild. Its name, hirsutus, refers to the golden brown hair that covers its young leaves and cones, giving it a fuzzy, almost prehistoric look. Like all cycads, it's ancient, dating back to the time of the dinosaurs of over 280 million years. But today, this living fossil is critically endangered. Poached for collectors and confined to a single isolated site, Encephalartos hirsutus is now protected under the highest level of international law. Conservationists are racing to save it, growing it in botanical gardens and guarded private collections. It is a reminder that even the toughest survivors of time can disappear unless we act.
Gosh. So the leaves are not really purple. They're more brownish, but if you look at the new leaves, if you look at this one here, it's not really purple, but brownish.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
Interesting.
So Zamia are growing from southern US through Mexico all the way down to Bolivia and the Americas. So there's a number of species there. And there's still new species discovered. So this is Zamia incognita, which is a species that I found with colleagues from Medellin University in Colombia. And I recognized it as a new species, and we described it as incognita because the plants were known, but not nobody seemed to have realized that it's actually a different species. So they have put this under other name, which is not. So that's the male cone of it, and there's a female cone over there. So this is Zamias are will come in all kind of shapes. This is a more of a subterranean species, but there are arborescent species that grows to 2-3 meter tall stems as well. Many of the rainforest growing ones usually don't have really tall stems, but they have usually very long leaves. So there are leaves that are 2-3 meter tall, but the plants are subterranean.
And when you say you identify it as a new species, do you identify it from the leaf or from the flowers?
All plants have to be separated from the fertile, the sexual organs, like Linnaeus was specified. So yes, the cones in this case, because Cycad doesn't have flowers, so the male strobila and the female strobila, that's what I compared that to already described species, and definitely was not was a new species, yes.
Yeah, but it's easy to concur that actually Zamia, a lot of the leaves look quite similar.
Oh yes.
To an untrained eye, especially.
Yes. So it is, and the same for the Cycas. There is a lot of species, and people say, "What's the difference?" So look at the cones, look at the megasporophyll, the female flowers.
I see.
And so people send me a picture of something. What is this? Well, I don't know. Show me a cone. You know, they don't. It's not like I don't agree that they don't look similar. They look extremely similar in the plants, but the fertile part, the sexual strobila, male and female, they are very different. So this is a female strobila of Zamia acuminata, the cone of Zamia ipetiensis. So you can see there's a longer peduncle, the whole strobila is more elongated. It's a different thing. And the velvet on the outside. But actually what's different is the inside of the strobila, how the seeds are arranged, how the pollen sacs are arranged. Okay. So if we break this off, then you can see inside here. So this is called a sporophyll here. And then you have two ovules, the white things there. So they are ovules, they're not seed because they're not pollinated yet. So once they are pollinated, they will develop into seeds. And you see the hair, the tomentose on the peduncle here on the sporophyll is quite distinct for this group of Zamia. Some of them don't have it and some of them have it.
What is the function of it?
And that's a good question. I mean, nobody knows. People have looked at the pollinator now, but the pollinator is not that much different from other species.
Yeah.
Also, you can note the different flaps here, which this species has and some species don't.
Okay.
And that could be probably to make it more tight for prevent water coming in. This is from East Panama.
Yeah.
So it's a very wet area.
Yeah.
So the flaps could have been developed to prevent the water from actually entering the cones.
Oh, the design is like, it took evolution to get to this, my gosh.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
So there is no flowers, meaning it's no petals, sepals, or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's actually these seeds, and if you look at it underneath there, you see the little pointed tip there.
Yeah.
That will produce a sugar-based droplet, and the pollen from the male will hit that.
Okay.
And then it will germinate a tap that goes into the ovules and then actually fertilize it.
Now,
then you get the seed.
Two questions. If it's unfertilized, I guess the cone just dies off.
So yes, yes and no. So in Zamias, if they are not fertilized, the cone will be aborted. But in the genus Encephalartos from Africa, they will actually produce fully grown seeds, even though they're not pollinated. So the seeds are empty inside. The evolutionary benefit of that is probably that the dispersal agent, which usually primates, baboons, they come and feed of the seeds, and they scatter the seeds all over. And if the seeds are good, then they will spread the species around.
Yeah.
But if there is no seeds for 1 or 2 years, the monkeys will probably forget it.
Yeah.
And they won't come there anymore.
Oh,
so to keep them fed and sort of up to mind, that's just a theory. It hasn't really been scientifically proved, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
So you keep the primates coming back every year. The primates sort of remember, if you go up there now, there should be seeds.
I see.
And whether the seeds are viable or not doesn't really matter to the primates. Yeah. But for the plant is just to keep the primates coming back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I forgot the second question.
This is Zamia prasina from Belize.
I see.
Grows in sinkholes, in limestone sinkholes up in the mountain there. Quite interesting looking. Eventually they get long pendant stems in the sinkholes.
Wow.
And there was some studies on this. So there's more humidity in the sinkhole. All around it, it's been drying up, but in the sinkhole, it keeping high humidity. That's why they survive there.
So the range of the natural habitat here is not that wide, I guess.
No. They are limited to a number of sinkholes and a few population outside. But many cycads are very, very restricted. There are species that only grow on a certain mountain, or in Encephalartos, there's certain hills, even like Encephalartos diarianus is only known from a single hill, I would say. It's not even a mountain, and all the plants are only from there. And that's why they're so vulnerable to over-collecting.
Yeah.
So if people collect seeds, the research showed that that's not really a problem for the population, because they are very long-lived. They live for 100 years, and if you let them live in the natural habitat, they will cone and set seed every year. So even if someone collects seeds every year for 10 years, well, eventually they will not collect it and then they will still continue. But if you remove large, mature coning specimen, even just one or two, that is a problem for the population, usually for small populations.
I see.
Because that will cut off the chain and it will take a lot of years for the seedlings to grow up.
Yeah.
And of course, if you collect seeds and seedlings and the large plants, many of them, the species will go extinct.
Yeah.
And in South Africa, there is a number of species that is extinct or almost extinct in the wild. There is like 1 or 2 plants left of some of them. The species is sort of officially extinct because there is not enough plants to provide natural pollination, interbreeding and getting seeds.
Yeah.
So that's very sad, I feel. And some of the species, they were actually there 30 years ago, and people have collected them out now. So even in my lifetime, I see some of these species have disappeared from the wild. Cycas is usually less collected because they're less showy, and also Zamia, but they are more susceptible to habitat destruction. So Cycas, a lot of species in Southeast Asia and China, Philippines, not so much Indonesia, but they grow on limestone. And the limestone is then extracted by large companies to produce cement, concrete. And there's several species that the plants just get blown off the cliff to create cement, and no one really care about the plants. And they only grow on these cliffs, so if the habitat is gone, the species is gone.
So I guess the garden really have conservation in mind when you collect some of these.
We try to keep genetic diverse collections of the species of cycas and palms and other plants. It's a new concept, fairly new concept. But the main thing is that when we collect seeds with the permit and so on, then we collect seeds from different plants within the same population. So we don't collect 200 seeds from one plant and then we ignore the other. No, we collect 20 seeds from one plant and 20 seeds from another plant to cover the genetic diversity. And when we grow them here in the garden, we keep them separate. We give them a different ID number, an accession number as we call it, and they all logged into a database, a software database. And then when they coning here, we try to breed from the offspring from different females within the same population, rather than crossing the seedlings with themselves.
I see.
So in plants, it's not as bad as in animals. They don't really get inbred. As you can see. Yeah. But if you look at the genetics, you can see that certain things have been inbred and the genetic diversity is very limited in the end.
Yeah.
And that could be a problem for a lot of things, especially for adaptation, for global warming, for different climates, for genetic traits that could be useful, like for bananas.
Yeah.
The
Cavendish? Or?
The Cavendish banana was very susceptible to a certain disease and it almost went extinct. But that's just a hybrid. And as everyone knows, the banana you eat doesn't have seeds.
Yeah.
So if you have a good tasting banana and you want to create seed of it, how do you do it? And that's the question.
Okay.
Give us a comment on that.
Comment down below. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna leave it here for this week. Be sure to check out the episode before and after this one to see different groups of plants and learn more about Nongnooch's fascinating park operations and mission. Should you decide to contribute to my effort in bringing to light wonderful stories like this, I would appreciate a donation for as small as a cup of coffee a month. You may join as a YouTube member simply by opening any OnlyPlants episode on a computer desktop, and next to my channel name you will see a join button. Or you may join my Patreon at patreon.com/Sean from OnlyPlants. For the rest of you, just by watching these all the way to the very end, smashing the like button, and engaging with me in the comment section helps the channel leaps and bounds. Take care and I will see you next week.